Welcome to the next part of our Race for Clean Environment. Here we would be discussing more in detail on the waste management issue, something that actually concerns the industry and is affecting the environment quite brutally. So to understand the process behind it, the laws and the judicial rulings, we have with us expert Mr. Shujat Ali. Thank you, Shujat. Thank you for taking time out. So, Shujat, if you can very briefly explain to us what are the laws that mainly concern the waste management, and also if you can highlight the issues around it.
Thank you. I think before talking about the waste management laws, let's just understand how the waste was treated in India. So prior to any of the regulations with respect to the waste management, historically, I think as a country, we produce a lot of waste. I mean, statistically, India is one of the largest waste producer across the world, and by 2030 and 2050, I think the numbers are going to be even more. If you take a step back, I mean, the kind of waste which is being produced in India, one is the industrial waste. Growing industrialization, the manufacturing, and so on and so forth is increasingly, putting forth with respect to the hazardous waste production. What exactly is happening? I mean, earlier there was no specific rules and regulations, and the waste was just disposed, and it was causing enormous harm to the air and the water. I mean you can see that earlier the waste was just disposed in the rivers and the oceans and so on and so forth. Similarly, the municipal solid waste which we all generate in the household, what used to happen? I mean, if you recollect, either we used to simply dump it some outside the city or burn the waste, again causing a significant damage to the environment. Similarly, the biomedical waste, the waste generated by the hospitals, again it was all mixed with the municipal solid waste and not really treated or processed. Electronic waste is a new phenomena, and again it is getting mixed with the normal waste. So broadly, if you see, before these regulations were there, I mean, either we were burning the waste in landfills, or we are just dumping somewhere around, which is causing significant harm to the environment. So with this new regulations, I would not say new, but with the regulations under the waste management law, typically the framework is as follows. Under the Environment Protection Act, there are various waste management rules. So for the industrial waste, there is hazardous waste management rules. For solid waste, municipal solid waste, there is a solid waste management rules. Then for the waste generated by the hospitals and the clinics, which is biomedical waste, so there are biomedical waste rules. And plastic, such a significant the waste which is causing a lot of harm to the globe, the plastic waste management rules is there. And of late, being a digital world, we are generating a lot of digital waste, and hence there is an electronic waste management rule. These are the various waste management rules which are there as part of an environmental law framework. I will explain each of these things in a little while. So as I said, the fundamental, the issue with respect to each of the waste, if you see, I mean, industrial waste, if it is not collected or treated or processed properly, it has a potential to impact the environment. I mean, for example, a manufacturing concern can generate multiple waste. It can generate some effluents, liquids. It can generate some hazardous waste. Unless it is treated, stabilized, or recycled properly, it can cause a lot of damage to the natural resources. The groundwater quality can significantly get impacted, and more importantly, the air quality can get impacted. So this is the fundamental issue with respect to the industrial waste. And unless it is collected, treated, processed properly, there is a significant damage which can happen to the environment. Similarly, with respect to the municipal solid waste, I mean, if you just see, there are huge dumping grounds in India, and people around the dumping ground have a huge health issues, which can cause a lot of problems. More importantly, with respect to again the groundwater impact can be there. More importantly, health and hygiene factor is also there. So again, municipal solid waste management, if it is not segregated properly, if it is not treated properly, can significantly impact the environment. Same thing will goes with the biomedical waste and also with the electronic waste. I mean, all of these things have now become a public health issue and also the environmental issue as well. So hence, these two are bigger concerns currently which we have, and the current waste management rules are very clear, and it clearly mentions the responsibilities of the organizations, corporations, governments, the waste generators. So these are the issues which we have, and one biggest issue which is irrespective of the profession which we are in, which we can do at our home, is the segregation of the waste. How many of us in India actually segregate the waste by plastic, paper, glass, or food waste? And people seldom realize that all of these things can be recycled for reuse, and can generate power, can generate biogas as well. So that is a huge area which can be resolved by simple philosophy of reduce, recycle, and reuse.
That is quite well said, because today, even I know a lot of places do not have the compulsion of segregating your waste. You just give the entire garbage bag, dump it, and it's gone without realizing how much we can reuse and recycle. So, Shujat, if you can also quickly take us through certain judicial rulings that concern waste management issues.
If you see from a judicial ruling standpoint, it's the same force which we can see, just like how for a broader environmental laws. Again, NGT, state government, and High Court, Supreme Courts have been time and again have been pushing the various state governments, state pollution control boards to enforce the laws. You'll be surprised to know the solid waste management rules is actually applicable for the state government. So here the state government and the urban local bodies are required to comply the rules, in the sense that they are supposed to collect the municipal waste in a proper manner, treat it in a proper manner, and dispose in a proper manner. So the law is applicable to the state governments here. So you will be surprised that several times high courts and NGT have summoned the state secretaries, chief secretaries, and asked them to implement these waste management procedures. So currently in India, there are very few cities who have actually implemented a proper solid waste management plan, and a lot of other cities and urban local bodies are yet to implement the solid waste management rules. That itself you can understand how significant it is. Similarly, on the biomedical waste, the courts and the NGT tribunals have been pushing the various hospitals and the clinics to follow the biomedical waste rules. I mean, now during the COVID scenario, it is important that the biomedical waste is treated properly and disposed properly, so that there is no more risk of infection. So again, we can see a lot of judgments from NGT and the high courts pushing the state pollution control board, pushing the CPCBs, pushing the state government and Ministry of Environment to implement these laws and come up with new guidelines as the evolution of waste is happening. So again, here, since the government is the one which is supposed to implement all these aspects, whether it is solid waste or biomedical or all of that stuff, there is a lot of push from the judiciary which is happening to implement these, and there have been penalties imposed on the state government. In fact, in some cases, the judges were so tough that they said that, okay, if the state government is not implementing these rules, they will be personally be responsible, and their salaries also can be impacted. So such is the the push from the judiciary with respect to the waste management regulations. And also there is an activism as well. There are a lot of public interest litigations coming up with respect to the waste management, and NGT and high courts are taking suo motu cognizance as well, apart from the PILs, and have been playing a critical role. In fact, at several places, what we can see where the system is broken, or the state governments are pretty much slow in developing these systems, it is largely because of the judiciary and the NGT's push that they have actually started taking some steps to demonstrate that yes, we have started implementing these solid waste management tools. Again, there are very few cities who still have a proper waste management policy in India.
Shujat, if any closing remark on with respect to waste management that you have, how do you see the way ahead and any laws that you see would be evolving? Like you mentioned, biomedical waste that we are seeing this new thing with COVID that it has to be disposed of properly, otherwise we can see rise in infections. So how do you see the way ahead now?
Currently, we have the laws. I mean, we have a reasonable, laws talking about various guidelines, procedures, and so on and so forth. I think the challenge is in respect to the enforcement. And again, here it is very important the government plays a very balanced role wherein get all the stakeholders in place. I mean, the organization, waste generators, and the NGOs, the community, and actually have to work towards a very unified framework. I mean, just like Swachh Bharat campaign, I think the focus has to be specifically on how do we treat the waste as well. So I think there's a lot of initiatives which is needed, a collaborative effort which is needed from all stakeholders to make India cleaner and greener, and have a very clear the waste management the policies and programs. And again, from a citizen standpoint, I think it all starts from us. If we can simply start reducing the waste, start reusing the things, start recycling the waste as much as possible what we generate, and more importantly segregating the waste at source, can really help a lot in terms of waste management, and actually can create a much better economy. We can create a wealth from the waste as well. So these are the various thoughts I had. We are in a work in progress, but there's a long way to go with respect to have a strong culture and thought process with respect to treating the waste in India.
Thank you, Shuja. Thank you for taking time out for us. And this two-part series has been very interesting and a good explainer for our audience as well. Thank you.